Monday morning tap in. Brief, because I am busy, but I try to stay consistent. I want to stay consistent. I said that I would do the consistent. What a weekend, man. What a weekend. Of course, y'all don't know that Kanye West, DJ Academics, uh, that Kanye West, DJ Academics interview just dropped. Kanye West went all out, bro. Went all out and didn't hold back. And Kanye West, now known as Jay, legally changed his name to Ye. Ye didn't hold back. Ye West, man. He was wearing that outfit, that Black Klansman outfit. He went in, man. He just expressed his feelings, expressed all the people that he felt was against him. He talked about the people that control the industry and how much power and control they have. Basically, stuff he's been saying all the time, like how his his former friends and former colleagues that he worked with in the music industry, how they all folded on him when that heavy hand was put on him. That heavy hand was put on them by those that control the industry. Because when it comes to that money, man, that those dead presidents with the slave masters on the front and the back, a lot of people gonna fold, man. You live in a certain lifestyle, you don't want to give it up. Hi. When you live in a certain lifestyle, you don't want to give it up. And they put that pressure on you because they got that type of power where they say, hey, we'll snatch all your contracts, all your endorsements, we'll take away all of your future earnings if you don't denounce this guy. You have to denounce him or else. And we got the power to do it. And they do. They got the power to do it. I mean, they run it. You know, they run it. You could think Ye is crazy. You could think he's bipolar. He's off his meds or whatever, but he's not lying when he's speaking his truth because this is something that's been talked about by many other artists, not just him. And a great book that shows you how they rose to power. You should get this book because it basically explains how they started off as peddlers and were able to become a powerful, wealthy people. It's two volumes. Volume number one and volume number two. It's called The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews. Volume one and volume two. No, I'm not running. I'm at my slave. I'm a wage slave. And I'm at my slave. But volume one and volume two, Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews. It's a great, I think they came out with a number three. But these are must reads. You must read these because it just explains pretty much it talks about the history and pretty much how they were able to rise to the levels of economic and political influence that they are currently at right now, even though they're only a small percentage of the population as compared to the rest of the population. So Ye was just exposing that he was talking about his former friends that he looked out for, people that he took their career to the next level, how they all turned their back on him. And that's real. That's why, Yay, you need people like me, bro. You need someone that's loyal, and that's not going to let the threat of a dollar, the threat of my resources being taken to me for me to turn my back on you. You need people like me, loyal people. It's only a few of us that exist in this society. And I think I believe I'm one of them. I believe that I've been a loyal person to all of the people that I call my friends. It's that they all turned their back on me. When shit hit the fan, all these so-called loyal individuals was nowhere to be found, you know? And I've always been the type of guy that give somebody the shirt off my back. Like I may not be able to do it for them. Like let's say I don't have the financial resources at the time, but if they needed a place to stay, a couch, hey man, have my couch. I'm not even asking for no money. Just take it for however long you need it. And I don't ask them to pay me back, but I would think that in time in the future, when I'm doing these things for you, that if something ever happened, if something ever happened, that you would look out for me. And I found that all these individuals that I looked out for, that I let sleep on my couch, that I would give them the shirt off my back when I was in time of need, they all turned their back on me. They all, not one of them, man. And that's the world we live in. So I understand on somebody's on Ye's level and the power that these people got, they all capitulated. You know what I'm saying? That's a funny way to express laughter. Okay, Craig, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But that's all I want to say, man. If y'all ain't checked out that Ye interview with academics, if y'all into, hip hop culture, polarizing figures, you know, I think you should check it out because Ye, though his interview style is sporadic, because sometimes he doesn't finish points. Like he'll just go from one to the next, and he'll just talk and he goes off on a tangent. But in that tangent, he's saying some real stuff. And I've always identified that and I always seen that yeah, they may say he's sporadic, but geniuses are that way. I believe Ye is a genius. I do. And when you look at genius, they always were considered crazy, erratic, eccentric. They all geniuses embody those specific traits. Look at geniuses. Look at Steve Jobs. They said he was erratic, he was crazy. I read Steve Jobs' biography multiple times. I studied that man because I thought he was interesting. They all are described as that. And even though I don't really like this guy because I just think he's a elitist. He comes from a background of the apartheid. His family, his father, they all benefited from the South African apartheid. But even him, if you don't know who I'm talking about by now, Elon Musk, they said he has Asperger's disease. He's a little wacky, but they call him a genius. See, it's a common thread in geniuses. And I think that I like listening to this guy because he he is that, you know. So hi to all y'all. I thank y'all for tapping in on my Monday morning tap in. Hope y'all are striving and pursuing that which you are passionate about. Don't settle. Live life on your terms and make sure that when you leave this plane of existence, you leave with no regrets. When you are looking at the last moments of your life and about to take the last breath, may you say, like Frank Sinatra said in that song, I did it my way. Even though I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do, but at least I can leave, take my last breath knowing that I'm leaving with no regrets. Pursue greatness. Pursue greatness. With that being said, I'm out. Peace. Pursue greatness in your own way. Whatever that is. I wanna say that. Whatever you define as greatness, pursue it. The message is just leave this plane of existence, this reality with no regrets. Try to do that. Try to look at each day that it possibly can be your last because that is that is truly the reality of this existence. Each day can be your last. No one is guaranteed the next second. No one. So when you know that, you want to make sure that every second, every minute, every hour counts. With that, I'ma holler at y'all. Just a gamer. Keep gaming. Just a gamer. Keep gaming. Take it to the next level. Be that top streamer gamer, like the top guys, man. I look at iShowSpeed and all these guys. You can be that on your own level, however you want to do it, but just keep doing it. Peace.